clarity of thought is an essential component of Stoic philosophy, a school of thought that prioritizes virtue, wisdom, and rationality. In this essay, we will delve into 5 Stoic lessons that offer guidance on how to cultivate clear thinking and apply them to our modern lives. Lesson 1. Distinguish between perception and judgment. At the core of Stoic thought lies the crucial distinction between perception and judgment. According to the Stoics, our initial perceptions of events or situations are often automatic and beyond our control. These initial perceptions are akin to raw sensory data from the external world. However, the judgments we form based on these perceptions are within our control. This critical differentiation is central to thinking clearly. Perception, the unfiltered input. Perception represents the unprocessed sensory input we receive from the external world. For instance, when you hear someone criticize you, your initial perception might consist of the sound of their words and the expression on their face. These initial sensory inputs are neutral and devoid of judgment. Judgment, the controlled interpretation. Judgment, on the other hand, is where we evaluate and interpret the perceptions we've received. It is the stage where we assign meaning, analyze, and reach conclusions. In response to criticism, your judgment might involve deciding whether the criticism is valid, whether it reflects the other person's biases, or if it presents an opportunity for self-improvement. Lesson 2. Practice detached objectivity. Stoicism advocates for viewing situations with a sense of detachment and objectivity, instead of allowing emotions or attachments to cloud our judgment. Stoics recommend stepping back and assessing situations rationally. This practice enables clearer thinking and sounder judgments. Detachment, emotional equanimity. Detachment, in the Stoic context, does not imply emotional numbness. Rather, it involves maintaining emotional equanimity in the face of external events. Imagine yourself as an impartial observer, evaluating the facts and implications of a situation without being swayed by personal biases or desires. Detachment helps prevent irrational emotional reactions from obscuring your judgment. Objectivity, an unbiased perspective. Objectivity means seeing things as they genuinely are, free from distortions arising from subjective viewpoints. When you approach a situation objectively, you are more likely to arrive at a clear and accurate understanding of it, which facilitates better decision-making. A practical, Stoic exercise for cultivating detachment and objectivity is known as the view from above. In this mental exercise, you imagine observing the situation from a higher vantage point, as if you were looking down from a mountaintop. This exercise helps you distance yourself from immediate emotional reactions and gain a more objective perspective, fostering clearer thinking. Lesson 3. Question assumptions. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on questioning your beliefs and assumptions. To achieve clear thinking, it's essential to challenge the ideas and opinions you hold and be open to changing your mind when presented with new evidence or better arguments. The nature of assumptions. Assumptions are unexamined beliefs and ideas that shape our perceptions and judgments. They can be influenced by cultural norms, personal biases, and past experiences. Stoicism teaches us that assumptions often lead to confusion and clouded thinking. The Stoic practice of epoche. A Stoic practice involves temporarily suspending judgment about a particular belief or assumption. Instead of accepting something as unquestionably true, you pause and consider alternative viewpoints. This practice promotes intellectual humility and clearer thinking. Practical application. Employing Socratic questioning. To question assumptions effectively, adopt the Socratic method. Ask probing questions about your beliefs and judgments. For example, if you hold a strong opinion on a political issue, ask yourself why you hold that belief, what evidence supports it, and whether there are counterarguments you haven't considered. By engaging in such self-examination, you can enhance your clarity of thought. Lesson 4. Cultivate wisdom. Wisdom is one of the cardinal virtues in Stoicism, and it encompasses the ability to make sound judgments and decisions. To cultivate wisdom, one must actively seek knowledge and understanding in various areas of life. Read widely, engage in critical thinking, and learn from both your experiences and the experiences of others. Wisdom and rationality. In Stoicism, wisdom is closely intertwined with rationality. It entails making decisions based on reason and evidence rather than being driven solely by emotions or impulses. A wise person thinks clearly, acts thoughtfully, and considers the long-term consequences of their choices. Lesson 5. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Stoicism underscores the significance of self-awareness and the ability to monitor your thoughts and emotions. Regularly practicing mindfulness and introspection allows you to become more aware of your thought patterns, biases, and when you notice yourself becoming irrational or emotionally clouded, take a step back, breathe, and consciously redirect your thinking toward rationality and clarity. The role of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment and observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Through mindfulness, you can recognize and acknowledge when your thinking becomes muddled by emotions like anger, fear, or anxiety. The Stoic discipline of assent. In Stoicism, assent refers to the act of giving your approval or agreement to a thought or impression. Stoics advocate for a disciplined approach to assent, where you carefully consider whether a thought or impression aligns with reason and virtue before accepting it. This discipline helps you avoid hasty judgments and maintain clarity of thought. Practical application. Daily reflective practice. Incorporate daily reflection into your routine. Allocate time to review your thoughts, actions, and emotional reactions. Ask yourself whether you acted in accordance with reason and virtue, or if you succumbed to irrational impulses. This practice of self-awareness and introspection can lead to clearer thinking and personal growth. In conclusion, Stoicism offers invaluable lessons on how to think clearly in our complex and often turbulent world. By distinguishing between perception and judgment, practicing detached objectivity, questioning assumptions, cultivating wisdom, and embracing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can develop the mental clarity and wisdom needed to navigate life's challenges with resilience and virtue. Stoic philosophy continues to provide timeless guidance for achieving a more thoughtful and fulfilling life, where clear thinking is a cornerstone of virtuous living.